Champions Cup is about to get underway. Let's have a look at who are the favourites for each pool and their percentage odds for the overall competition. Always, I have to say up front with any of the odds videos, keep in mind these are implied betting odds, and I've converted them into a percentage which totals up to 100. So, betting odds are for bookmakers, and they have their reasons for doing them, namely to make money, in case you weren't aware of that. But I'm sure you were. So, who are the bookies' favourites for the Champions Cup? I've looked at all the monetary odds converted into a percentage, as I said, and put them through. I'll go through pool by pool, and then we'll have a look how does that kind of rank overall. So pool number 1 has Leinster, Benetton, Lyon, and Northampton. Surprise, surprise, Leinster is actually the favourite in that pool. They are given a 28.1% chance of winning the entire cup, and that makes them the number 1 favourite overall. Benetton, on the other hand, are at the other end of the scale. They're given a 0.2% chance of lifting the trophy next year. So they are the 4th favoured team to get out of this pool. Lyon are on 0.6%, so that puts them pretty much just one step above Benetton, to be fair. Although I looked at the top 14 table and they seem to be doing all right at the moment, but I guess we'll see how things shift once all the internationals get back. I know some of them are already back playing. And Northampton, despite the fact they've only got a 1.6% chance of winning the Champions Cup, they are the 2nd favourite, I guess, in that pool. So you got 28, 1.6, 0.6, and 0.2. So 1.6 gives them more than double the next best team. So go the Saints, I guess. The second pool is actually the least favoured one to win the entire cup. Pool 1, with Leinster in there, is the favoured team, the favoured pool to win the Champions Cup, I guess. Pool 2 is the least favoured. That one's got Exeter, Glasgow, La Rochelle, and Sale Sharks. Less of a spread this time. Exeter 7.4% chance of winning the cup. So that puts them 5th favourite to win the overall cup. They were a bit disappointing last year. It was the first season I watched kind of game in, game out for most of the games anyway that I could see. Exeter didn't kind of live up to the billing last year. Hopefully they will be able to put a better foot forward this time. Interestingly, Glasgow and La Rochelle, I did say Exeter 7.4, right? Glasgow and La Rochelle both 1.6% chance of winning the cup. So that puts them kind of middling, I guess. It's like 11th kind of equal favourites to win the Champions Cup. So above teams like Lyon, like Benetton, but still below all the kind of traditional big guns. And Sale Sharks are the least favoured team to get out of the pool. They are on a 1% chance to win the Champions Cup. And they are kind of, again, towards the bottom half of the table. So if anything there is to be believed, Exeter are going to go through, and it's between Glasgow and La Rochelle for that potential 2nd spot if 2 teams get out that pool. And Sale are supposed to struggle. But again, betting odds, how that translates into performances, we will see. The pool 3 is Clermont, Bath, Harlequins, and Ulster. This is the, I guess, 2nd least favourite, 4th favourite pool to get a winner. Clermont's got 10.8% chance of winning it all. They are the 3rd favoured team to go through and get it done. Bath are on 1%, so kind of around that same level as Sale Sharks. Quins are at 0.8, so they're in that kind of between Quins and Benetton. And Ulster are on 1.6, so they are with a bunch of other teams like La Rochelle and Glasgow, so kind of mid-table in terms of getting the whole thing done. I think from memory last year they did alright, but weren't able to get into the semis. 4th pool is Munster, Ospreys, Racing 92, and Saracens. Interesting to see how Saracens go with kind of some of the off-field dramas. But they are the 2nd favoured team to go on and win it, to get another title, to go and do a double. So, 20.2% chance of Saracens getting it done. Racing are one of the other favoured teams alongside Munster. So, in theory, this should be the most competitive pool, barring the team's jersey I'm wearing. So, Racing are 3.9%, Munster are 3.9%, Ospreys are down there with Benetton at 0.2%. So, believe it or not, at 3.9%, that actually makes Munster just one behind Exeter. So, Racing and Munster kind of sixth equal favourites, and then total for that's only 3.9%, but that's how it goes. And finally, the fifth pool is Connacht, Gloucester, Montpellier, and Toulouse. Fourth pool was the second favourite. This is kind of the middle pool. Connacht are on 0.8% chance of winning, so in this pool they are the lowest ranked team. Gloucester and Montpellier both on 2.3%. That kind of puts them upper mid-table. And then Toulouse at 10.1%. They are the fourth favourite team to go ahead and get things done in the Champions Cup. So, according to the bookies, your pool winners will be Leinster, Exeter, Clermont, Saracens, and Toulouse. I guess on paper that makes sense, but again, that's all your top seeds anyway. So, how does that list overall? Leinster won. If you want the actual betting odds, that's $2.88. Saracens at $4, Clermont $7.50, Toulouse at $8, Exeter, Munster, Exeter's at 11, Munster and Racing at 21, Gloucester's 34, Montpellier's 34, Glasgow's 51, likewise La Rochelle, Northampton and Ulster, Bath and Sale at 81, Connacht and Quins on 101, Leon at 126, and Benetton and Ospreys at $501. $1 will get you 500 back if they go on to lift the trophy. So it's going to be an interesting one, the Champions Cup. Like I said, I haven't spent enough time with it as I should. As I said, last season was kind of the first one where I really followed it from start to finish. I'll be doing the same again this time. It's a big job because there's a lot of teams, but obviously as you get towards the end of the tournament, it really does start to narrow down. But there should be some good games to start with. I'll be doing the preview of the Gloucester and Toulouse one very shortly because that game is our opening fixture. But you guys let me know your thoughts on the odds. How well do they ring true to you? Especially with some of these international guys back, it could be interesting. Like the top 14 and the Premiership plus Pro 14 tables maybe are a little bit deceiving right now with so many guys having been off at the Rugby World Cup. But you guys let me know your thoughts, and I'll talk to you again soon. See you later.